Welcome back, trainers, and in this video we're going to be taking a look at Shadow Garchomp. You better freaking believe it. Let's get into it, including a 5-0 unedited, meaning there's going to be no transitions. We're going to look at it from beginning of the set to the end while we're searching and everything else in between. With that said, if you do enjoy my content, it is much appreciated if you can give it a thumbs up. With all the investments that I'm making here, it's going to help me out quite a bit, all right? So Shadow Garchomp, let's talk about it. We're going to be pairing it up with Glissopod as well as Shadow Muck. Shadow Muck is going to have Dark Pulse, Thunder Punch. Glissopod is going to have Liquidation and X-Scissor, and of course Shadow Claw. Garchomp, what's good with the Garchomp, folks? What's good with it? It's going to have Dragon Tail, Sand Tomb, and Outrage. You can go with Earth Power. That's a Community Day move, but I'm not wasting an Elite TM on it right now. It's not that it's not worthy of it, because it's more than worthy of having Earth Power, because it is the best ground type attacker now as a Shadow. It was great before, but now it's just putting that much more damage, especially if you're going up against an Electric type. Forget about it. You're going to dominate the scene. So Garchomp Shadow is something you want. Go and pursue it. Got a special video coming out with that in Regirock probably sometime today. So just look out for that. So my experience using this thing, we got quite a long video, so I'm going to just give you the rundown here so you know what's good, because it is a pretty expensive investment for, say, Ultra League or Great League, right? Specifically Ultra League, because that secondary move, man, oof, it's costing a pretty penny. It's worth it, okay? Straight up, it is worth it. I had a blast. I thought it was going to be more squishy than it was, but the son of a gun was doing so much damage. It was incredible. That Dragon Tail damage from the Shadow Garchomp, incredible, especially after you lower their defense with Sand Tomb. My gosh. And if you hit an Outrage on anything, oh my goodness, that thing's going to get knocked into the next round. All right, so let's have a little fun here. I had an absolute blast with this team. All right, can you tell my enthusiasm? We're not going all down that algorithm route right now. It happened. It definitely did, and I'm going to tell you straight up right now. Let's get the algorithm talk out of the way. I got the 5-0, and the next set was a 0-5. And I was like, my brother's in town, and I was showing him. I was like, look, I literally went 5-0, and now they're countering me on every single thing because I did so well. They're bringing my score back down. It's just, the manipulation is insane. And he was like, yeah, I see what's going on here. He's a big gamer, massive gamer. You have no idea. But anyways, enough about that. Let's get into the good stuff. Let's keep it positive. All right, not this annoying manipulated system here. All right, so Garchomp, going to be bringing it back in here to get off a Sand Tomb before we do go down, lowering the defense on that Charizard, and it's going to be shieldless. Getting a shield, baby, let's go. All right, so we're going to go ahead and shield this up, hitting me with a Blast Burn, and they swap into their Swampert, and I freaking throw the Thunder Punch. I should have farmed them down. I don't know if I was going to be able to actually make it, and now we're not going to get to it. Oh, we get to the Thunder Punch anyways. Good old Shadow Mug putting in that work, baby. You better believe it, and we're taking the win. Oh my gosh, you have no idea. We're going to be seeing some crazy close games. I'm telling you, this is a good video. Make sure you give it a thumbs up. I really do appreciate it. Met with a Aggron, and they're going to be swapping into their Trevenant here. Good old Glissopod with its Shadow Claw. X-Scissor is going to be able to handle this situation here for us. Letting that Seed Bomb go, kind of knowing that we're going to be able to take it, and kind of just to preserve our shields. They let the X-Scissor go. At this point, we're shielding this up, and we will win the swap. If they bring back the Aggron, we'll go Liquidation, and hopefully we'll get a stat drop here. All right, so here we go. Going for that Liquidation. Glissopod was absolutely putting in the work, too. Just incredible. Don't think I was going to be making it to the next Liquidation, so we're just going to go ahead and throw this X-Scissor here. Man, we could have maybe. Who knows? Doesn't matter. They're going to be swapping. They got a Togekiss. I immediately bring in my Muck, and this is what you call, ladies and gentlemen, getting rock, paper, scissored. All right, RPS, baby. What a highly competitive game we have here. What a, skillful display of talent. Okay. Are you kidding me? All right, all right, Mug's going to be able to, I think, oh no, yeah, Meteor Beam. Garchomp taking the win. Look at Garchomp's eyes as a Shadow. It looks stoned. It looks funny. It doesn't even look mad like the other ones. It just looks high. All right, next battle, what do we got? Cresselia, what's good? Well, we got to look out for that Moonblast, and they're going to be doing a very nice bait with that Grass Knot. Okay, so we used our shield, and we're getting a shield out of them after we went for Outrage, of course. So we swap into our Charizard. They're retreating with energy on their Cresselia, bringing in their Charizard, and we're getting the last shield with a Thunder Punch here. Now, we're going to have to call this. Oof. If we call a Dragon Claw, we should be looking pretty good here. Okay, oh, we survived the Blast Burn. good old Great Ivy Muck. See, this is why you want sometimes the best stat product so you can take the hits the best. Because if we didn't have what we have here, is like a 1-13-15 or something like that, we wouldn't have survived that. So good IVs helping us survive to take this win potentially. Bringing in Gliscopod up against the Cresselia here. They're shieldless. I do believe we're shieldless as well. Going for the super effective X-Scissor here. Oh, well, we've got one shield. Okay, yeah. They've got an Obstagoon in the back. Okay, this is getting a little interesting. We have to remember Cresselia does have energy on that thing. And I'm contemplating how in the hell I should pull this off right now. Now, I know they just got to it Night Slash here. Yep, there it is. So we're going to go ahead and let it go. I think we barely survived, and then swap into Garchomp and start farming up. Yep, exactly. Beautiful. They're going to get to a charge move. We're going to let this go because we know that the other Pokemon has a shield or has energy ready to go. We need to hold on to that shield. Unfortunately, they're getting to it. But here's the thing. They're shieldless. That's fine. We'll win CMP because Garchomp's attack is going to trump all these little things over here, and it's just going to absolutely destroy. And it's not enough. I was like, no way. I knew we were going to pull it off still because of our last Pokemon, but I thought maybe they might have 2 Grass Knots, but they don't. And we're taking the win with 1 Shadow Claw from Gliscopod at the end, folks. Let's keep it going here. All right, we got a nice 4-1. Okay, cool. We will get into that 5-0 here in a bit. I do believe we're going to go into another set. I did go 2-3, so there's going to be transitions, and then after that, we'll get into the clean, no transition 5-0. All right, next battle, met with a Swampert here. I mean, this is okay. Garchomp is going to be part ground. It is also shadow, so it's taking a decent amount of damage from that Hydro Cannon, and that Hydro Cannon is going to be very spammy. So we're going to go for the Sand Tomb. They did swap into their Cobalion to catch that. That's great. No problem. We're going to go ahead and bring out Gliscopod. We're going to be taking a lot of damage for that Stone Edge, though, so we do need to look out for that. But since they're letting that Liquidation go, I think we're pretty good. So what we'll do is simply shield this up. We are down a shield, but we do have a bunch of energy, full health on all of our Pokemon. So let's see what they're going to do here. Bringing in Trevenant sounds great to me. I already see where this is going to be going here, and I'm liking it. I'm liking it a lot. All right, going for another X-Scissor here. Garchomp is waiting in the back, just ready to destroy some stuff. So we're going to go ahead and bring in that Garchomp right about now here. And I think we'll let this Seed Bomb go. It's doing a whole hell of a lot of damage. They swap into their Swampert to do a bit of a combo breaker. But yeah, we're going to have to let the Garchomp go, unfortunately. Sometimes that's just the way you have to play it. Even the star of the show has to go down before the rest of them to make sure we do successfully pull off this win. A lot of times I am battling with the star of the show Pokemon or the showcase, and I'm trying to pull off some stupid maneuver to kind of really showcase it and kind of put it at the forefront when I should have been protecting the other Pokemon, and I just made myself lose out on a win because I'm trying to go above and beyond the showcase. Anyways, Muck up against Swampert. This is not a position that you want to be in here. And fortunately, we threw this. I kind of wish I would have farmed them down here because they still got all this. But Muck, oh boy, are we going to be able to pull this off, folks? Are we going to survive? Is Muck going to be able to do this? I don't know. Let's see what happens here. We've got like 3 HP, and woo, we have a KO on both ends, but they still had a Pokemon left, so I lose. Good game. Next battle, met with a Walrein, probably one of the worst leads that you're going to want to see. Okay, so we're taking a massive amount of damage on top of being Shadow, and they really started throwing my last set after the 5-0, all Walrein leads. All Walrein leads. All swap into Muck, Swampert. I was like, oh yeah, 2 water types? Okay, okay, game. Anyway, yeah, I wasn't even getting mad because I did so many good battles with Garchomp. I was like, whatever, I got my video. Okay, kiss my butt, Niantic, an algorithm. All right, so they're bringing back that Walrein here. Icicle Spear, I think it's going to be enough. Yeah, just enough. But Gliscopod essentially kind of just walls Walrein here. Now, Walrein will be able to obviously dig in over time into your health, but you kind of quite literally shut it down. So they swap and they bring in a Cresselia. Now, we're not in a good position here, but if we play our cards right, we should be able to pull this off. We're using our last damn shield on the Moonblast, so it was a good call. That's going to essentially one-shot us. All right, we're going Sand Tomb. They're letting it go. This isn't good. What I need to do is bring this Cresselia as low as possible. Yeah, and at this point, I could have run Outrage, and we would have been onto their last Pokemon. I know. Woulda, coulda, shoulda. Moonblast, taking us out, bringing in Gliscopod. I'm hoping we can farm them down, and unfortunately not. This has got to be a Grass Knot. There's no way that's a Moonblast, and it's a Grass Knot. Now, there's a possibility that they can pull off a win here, but it's going to be very, very slim. They're using their last shield here. We do have a ton of energy. They're going to have to get off about 3 Icicle Spears or an Icicle Spear and an Earthquake in order to take this win here. So let's see what they're going to do. They go straight Earthquake. Now, if they get to an Icicle Spear, they win. And we get to the X's right as they get to theirs. And we're barely pulling off this win with our Gliscopod. And this Gliscopod is really going to be putting in the work here. Not only that, one more Pokemon, and now we take the win. All right, let's keep it going here. I think this starts off the 5-0. Met with a Muck. Fantastic lead. Let's get into it here. Do believe they're going to be swapping out in a second. So Garchomp's putting in the work, not very effective to the poison, looking good, and they're going to be swapping, and they bring in a Scrafty with Go Sandtomb. And now I got a little confused as to what I should do here, so I just bring in Gliscopod. This is technically a good matchup for me. Muck is also pretty decent, but we're not super effective in any way, as opposed to the Gliscopod's X's are here super effective. Well, it's not super effective, it's neutral because of the fighting, but it's still doing a little bit more than Muck would have been. So, yeah. So anyways, go for the liquidation, and at this point we're going to farm them down, hoping we're going to survive foul play, but we don't. Damn it, that was a little bit of a bummer not winning that swap, so now they have the swap advantage. What are they going to be bringing in here? I do believe they bring back their Muck. Okay, I was like, what do you got, another poison type back there, buddy? What do you got, a steel type back there? What's going on? So they go Dark Pulse. Okay, so good shield, and going for that Sandtomb, getting a shield, and then they swap, and they look. Galarian Moltres. Ooh, everybody, it's Galarian Moltres, guys. Look out, I'm gonna lose. Oh no, I'm joking. I'm just being silly. It's freaking awesome. I was like, oh gosh, I cannot lose this. I have to win this so we can showcase it. Let's go. Bring it on with your Galarian Moltres. I shielded up an Ancient Power. Horrible, horrible. And they go for Brave Bird. I figured, I was like, there's no way I survive. Muck survived it. Look at that, folks. Freaking Muck survived a Brave Bird from Galarian Moltres, bringing back their own Muck. Things are getting a little mucky, I guess you could say. And we bring it to Garchomp to finish them off. Wow, what a good game. Next battle, what are we going to see here? That doesn't start off the 5-0 because there's no transitions as far as I remember. All right, so who knows when it starts. Anyway. Gliscopod versus Garchomp. This is a fine matchup. Liquidation is going to do a lot because, again, we're ground and shadow, and it's Garchomp in the Ultra League. It's just going to take a lot of damage, even if it was in the shadow. So we go for Sandtomb and get a shield out of them, lowering their defense. Let's get it. 1 HP surviving, getting off one more. They've got no health. Bringing in the Gliscopod, and that is going to KO that one Shadow Claw. It should. Liquidation not very effective. Nope, one more is enough to take them out. We have 2 shields, and they're bringing in a Wall Rain. So I do go for liquidation to potentially get the debuff here. That's why I'm going for it. It's almost doing as much as X-Scissor, while X-Scissor is costing less energy here. Let's see a little comparison. Yeah, liquidation is doing, looks like a little bit more, but it's more efficient to go X-Scissor, I would say here. All right, anyways, we're going to let all of this stuff go and hope that there's not a, I don't know, like a steel type in the back, or a Swampert in the back that is going to shut us down, or a rock type. Anything that's resisting poison. So, oh, it's a Swampert. I remember saying out loud, I knew it. I knew there was a Swampert back there. All right, so we are in a losing town situation. Oh, boy. Yeah. We're not looking good. So I shield up that Hydro Cannon. We still have 2 shields. Well, we did. Now we've used both of them at this point. And can we get to the Dark Pulse? Okay, this is not going to be enough. I'm thinking, are you kidding me? Come on. All right. Well, Gliscopod still has some health. Let's see what we can do. Earthquake. Oh my gosh. They bring in Wall Rain. We farm them down. Are you kidding me? And we get to the liquidation. I told you. I told you that this Gliscopod was going to be surviving with 1 HP and putting in that work and helping us take the win like crazy. Let's get it, folks. Are you serious? I got to take a sip of coffee right now real quick. This is some crazy stuff. All right, let's keep it moving. What's next? Axorus. Okay, I like this. You got counter? Exactly. All right, Breaking Swipes is pretty much going to one-shot us, so we're going to definitely shield them up. Farm them down to Funky Town. Oh yeah, sitting at about half health here, bringing in a Wall Rain. That's not good, so we're just gonna go ahead and throw a Sandtomb and get a shield. Now we're looking great. Bringing in Muck, don't want to bring in our hard counter. We've lowered their defense, and now we're gonna go for Thunder Punch with a Shadow Muck, and we're getting 2 shields back to back. Oh yeah, you better believe it. You know, it's so crazy. It's so crazy when I'm actually excited and happy to do a Go Battle League video, and they're longer. It doesn't feel long at all. Feels like I just started this 2 minutes ago because I'm having such a freaking blast making these videos. I've forgotten how much I've used to love it, folks. Still do. But it's like, how can you race with other people when you've got 20 pounds on each leg and they have no pounds? Like, you know, like that. You know what I'm talking about? Anyways, let's get off of that. What's going on here? Glissopod up against Venusaur. What's good? Gonna go X-Scissor. We're in a... Felt like we were in a bad position, but I'm gonna try to pull this off the best that I freaking can here, because this is getting a little nuts. Quite literally. So we bring in Glissopod. Well, that's our only choice. We got off the Sand Tomb. They go for Icicle Spear. I'm thinking, come on, let me farm them down. I have to. Can we get to a charge move? Yeah, we've got X-Scissor ready to go. And again, Glissopod. The tail end for us taking the damn win. And it's not just the Glissopod, like, oh my gosh, I can't believe this thing is so amazing. It is, but it's also the team putting in the work as well. The Garchomp, I mean, give me a break. The Muck, also doing amazing. So we've gotten into the 5-0 here. As you can see, there's a little bit of a, just no transitions. We're just kind of sitting still for a while, just doing something. Probably gave Athena a treat, talking to my brother. Next battle, what do we got? A Obstagoon. Okay, this is, yeah, I mean, it's not where we'd want to see the Garchomp. It's not a horrible matchup, but everything in the back resists it. But we're just going to go ahead and hang tight here for just a second. I think I may swap here. All right, no, we're going to go down with the ship. That's going to be probably the best idea. And then farm them down with the Muck Poison Jab. But they're going to be immediately swapping. They've got a Glissopod. Sounds good to me. We've got Thunder Punch, and this is it's not the worst position to be in here. And we're going to be getting a shield out of them. That's their first shield there. Sounds good to me. Garchomp is down for the count, unfortunately, hitting me with the Liquidation, and the defense is dropping, and now they're getting to another charge move. I do believe it's going to be X-Scissor bait. Yes, sir. All right. Getting to the Thunder Punch. Super effective. Do they let it go? And look at that damage. Thank you, Muck, very much. We did lower their stats too, right? Anyways, bringing back that Obstagoon, we're going to go ahead and go for the Thunder Punch, of course, because Dark is not very effective, taking them out. And they've got a Gardevoir, a Gramble in the back. Okay, so this is obviously a good position to be in. They should have shielded that up, I'm not going to lie. We've got Muck in the back that's now going to be able to finish them off here. This is just quite perfect. They can't get to 2 charge, so they just keep throwing Charm, and we take the win with the Muck that's pretty much almost knocked out there. And we're looking good so far for this set. Let's keep it moving, folks, for this 5-0 here. Shadow Garchomp, an absolute freaking fun Pokemon to use. Absolute beast. All right, so interesting matchup, huh? Okay, so I was thinking, oh, okay, well, we don't have Earth Power, but they don't know that. But we didn't farm up to Earth Power. Energy, so now they do. Well, they still shielded it up anyways. Let's get it. All right. So we'll shield up Earthquake ourselves. No problem. They're going to be swapping into Virizion. Now I'm going to go ahead and throw this Earth Power or Sand Tomb, lower their stats, lower their defense, and then bring in the Muck to just do that much more damage with Poison Jab here. I found that this was a great combination, lowering their stats with the Garchomp and then going in here with the Muck to just put in the absolute work. And that it did every single time pretty much. So it doesn't look like they have Stone Edge hitting me with a Leaf Blade. All right. Farming them down, and they're bringing back that Stunfisk. So we're going to just start throwing Dark Pulses here, of course, because Thunder is not very effective, right? And I would assume this is a Rock Slide, and I was thinking we're going to barely survive this and get off another one of these. They'll get a little bit more farm, but we are really putting on the damage. I mean, look at, they're already into the red. Bringing in Glissopod here, and they're going to be farming and then retreating into their Trevenant. So we have to remember that the Galarian Stunfisk does have some energy. They back out. Okay, sounds good. That's good. It's great. Great. Good stuff. Let's keep it moving. All right, is that it? Is that the 5-0? Oh, that's it, folks. There you go. That's a wrap. We take the win, and Shadow Garchomp, there you go. Absolutely amazing. If you did enjoy this video, if you want to support me, make sure you give it a thumbs up. Thank you for watching, and I'll be catching you all next time. Take care.
Hey! So you're finally here! Fantastic! You will see.